My name is Clarisa Ponte. I'm a senior and I go to LaSalle.
Awesome. Thank you. So, what happened that made you realize that you needed our service?
So I did this other tutoring for a few weeks and then like I took the SAT and my score only went up like 30 points. So one of my friends did piece of pie and he went up like 100 something points. So that's when I was like, okay, like this actually works.
And what time period was this? Were you like junior year was when this happened?
Yeah, it was like March of junior year.
So you had taken a test, you didn't go up as much as you wanted to, and then you heard about us?
Yeah,
At the time that you took that test in March, what was the score again?
630.
And were you like how'd you feel about that score?
I expected it to like be higher because usually like in math I'm like I'm usually like above average, and for me that was just like pretty like average.
What math class were you in?
Pre-cal honors.
Okay. And is math your strength?
Yeah, math has always been my favorite subject.
So then when you got a 630, what were you expecting instead of a 630?
I was expecting like at least like a 680.
So you got that and you were like, and why do you think, like, what do you think was your biggest issue at the time or frustration with the test? Like, why do you think you weren't getting the 680?
It was just like I didn't really know the test. Like I got to know the test because with piece of pie, like I knew the material kind of, but like it wasn't like I didn't have each skill mastered. And the time I didn't have it down.
The timing, you mean?
Yeah,
So you like run out of time?
yeah.
And okay. And then when you did our program, I guess, what was it that helped you, I don't know, bridge that gap? Like what was the difference maker there that then did allow you to do well?
I honestly think it was like all the practice and all the homework that we were to do. Because with my other tutoring that I did, we would just go over like three or four problems of like a type of question and then move on. But with piece of pie, it was like doing like a million times like each question, and then like doing it like super like the ones that are like super complicated, but like still like practicing the same concept until like you had it down.
Nice. So on that note, how would you describe our service to another student? Like what should they know?
Um, I mean, it's really intense. Like you really have to like make sure that you have the time for it. Like you have to really make the time for it because if not, like it really won't be worth it. So you have to like make sure that like you give in the time like every single day to do the homeworks that you guys send and to do the practice test because that's like what helps the most.
So the homework and the practice test, would you say is really what it was that made the difference?
Yeah,
How much homework were you doing per week?
a lot. It was like like 10 assignments per week.
How'd you manage that workload?
Um, Sometimes I honestly like wouldn't get to like the last like two or three, but I would try to do at least one or two a day so that I can like try to get as many done as possible.
Nice. Um, I mean, you made it happen. It's, at the end of the day, you did enough, I guess. I always try to give you guys a little bit more than I'm like, okay, I want them to do like seven, so I'm gonna give them 10. Because then you're gonna get seven, then that's always how it works. So that worked. And and actually, let me come back a little bit. Before you did the tutoring, did you have like what was your expectation of the virtual group environment?
I was honestly super skeptical about it because like during at least like during Zoom when we were like on Zoom during quarantine, like I wouldn't pay attention. Like I did not learn a single thing during quarantine. So I was like kind of like worried that it would be like that I would just like be on my phone the entire time. But it was super interactive, which like I was not like I didn't know that was gonna happen. Like I just thought we'd be sitting there and like it would be like the tutor like explaining problems and that's it. But like no, like it was like small groups, which was super helpful. And also like the tutor would like ask each person questions. You would constantly be having to like answer like in the chat. And also like the fact that you can ask like whenever any questions you had was super helpful.
Nice. So very different than COVID. That's great. Wait, who's your tutor mostly?
Vicky.
How was that?
She was great. She was amazing. Cause also like she would like distract us, you know? Not in a bad way, but it was like if we finished, she would just like talk to us and it was like it wasn't like we were like doing it the entire time, super like 4 hours straight, like just doing math. Like we would have like breaks and like it would be chill.
Nice. All right, I'll let her know. That's awesome. So I guess ultimately, what result did we help you get? Like, what was the final score and the overall improvement?
I ended up getting a 770, so that's 140 points. Um, which was like amazing. I honestly never would have expected I would have gone up that much. And when I got the 770, I was super happy. And I let you guys know immediately because like it was like crazy.
What has this meant for you? Like, what has it enabled you to do?
Because of that, I submitted my score to almost every school I applied to, which wouldn't have been possible with the score I had before. And now like I can get bright futures. Um, and like I just feel a lot more confident with my college applications because of my SAT score.
Cool. That's awesome. Do you want to go into some sort of math related field or no?
Yeah, I want to go into engineering.
Oh my God, perfect. 770. Let's go. Engineering. Wait, what's your top school?
Georgia Tech.
Yes,
Like my
nice.
dream. Like I would kill to go there.
That would be if you get in, you have to let me know. That's great.
I will.
Um, my dream was MIT. Did not go. They rejected the shit out of me. That was good. So don't worry, you gotta have some good backups. I didn't go to MIT. I went to Cornell. I was pretty happy with that. So okay.
Pretty
What are
good.
your backups?
Um, Backups is just like I don't know. I applied to like 13 schools, but
Damn.
yeah, but where I want to go the most is just Georgia Tech and UF. Like UF also, I would kill to go there. But backups are like Virginia Tech, FIU, obviously, FSU.
No
Uh,
other like engineering schools?
like I think I could get into it. No, the rest are like all reaches. It's like UT Austin.
Is UT Austin a reach?
Yeah,
Why?
it's hard to say because it's easy to get into in state, but out of
Yeah,
state, like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
pretty hard to get into.
I love Austin. Very random aside, but that'd be a fun school. Cool. All right. Well, hey, look at that. Right. You have the rest of your senior year, you've already applied or you're almost done applying.
Almost done. I'm missing two more schools.
Cool. Good thing you have no more SATs to do, right?
Thank God. Like there are
You're
people
like, I'm out, bro.
there are some people in my classes that I know are doing piece of pie, and like they're always talking about like how many assignments they have to do, and I'm just like, thank God, like I got that over. Like I got my score, and like I'm done.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you got to do it at some point, right?
Yeah.
You just did it earlier. Well, what's crazy? Didn't you? Because you did our prep course May, June, like in May, yeah, May, April, May, right?
hmm
And then you took the June test. I feel like you didn't get your 770 just yet at that
No,
time,
I
right?
got like I think I got a 730. And then for the August SAT, I was like, you know what, like why not try again? Like honestly, I wasn't even trying for math. I was like, I already have my math score. Like I'm good with a 730. I'll just take it for the English. And then I retook it and the English was like whatever. Like I got the same score as before. And then the math was like super easy. Like I knew how to do every single question. And then I got my score back and I got a 770. And I was like, oh my God, like thank God I took it again.
That's what I tell students. Sometimes there's like a lingering effect, and like,
No, and it was crazy because like I didn't do a single practice problem, a single test, like nothing. I hadn't done anything for SAT since the last SAT, and like, it went up so much.
it just stuck.
Yeah.
No, that's what I tell you guys. I mean, we go hard in our, you already know, because of 12 assignments, whatever, 20 assignments. Um, I mean, if you think about it, like we make you practice so many things, and it's not like all of them are gonna show up, right? Like it's not like everything we did showed up.
No, but like it helps you to know the test and like basically everything.
But yeah, that's the point. We're not just preparing you for one test. We're preparing you for all the tests. It's like, yeah, on one test out of the 30 topics or whatever, like 18 show up. Cool. But then on the next one, a different 18 are going to show up.
Yeah,
So, when you do it right and you do all our homework, you did most of the homework at least. Then yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, even it doesn't matter if it's this test or that test, you're gonna feel prepared. And then what happens is that one test might be easier for you. That's probably what happened. Like August, like June had maybe 2 or 3 problems that were just for you very difficult. But then August, the hard stuff were not difficult for you.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because students always ask, like, oh, what's the easier test? I'm like, look, there's no easier test. But there might be an easier test for you.
Yeah,
And so that's why I tell them, like, yo, take a bunch. Just,
yeah,
but be prepared.
exactly.
Nice. I'm hyped though. That's good. So congrats. I mean, you did all the work at the end of the day. I know, and it was tough. You had APs going on.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that was honestly
actually,
a bad time to do it because of like all the AP tests going on and like the end of the school year, but it was fine.
but you still did it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know what?
It
It
worked.
worked. Yeah, it worked out. So congrats. Best of luck to you in college. I know, from what I saw in the prep course, you're gonna be a great engineer. Even if you don't want to do engineering, you do whatever else you do. Just keep that work ethic. That's the key. And then once you get into Georgia Tech, you better let us know.
I'll let you know.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for everything. Honestly, like it was so helpful. Like you have no idea.
No, of course. Of course. That's why I do what I do. Or what we do what we do. It's moments like this, so we appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Of
Bye.
course. We'll talk later. Bye.